Messages from Heaven by Janie on YouTube, and Messages from Heaven by Janie dot net on the web. Um, and if you want to talk to me, just write to spiritsbyjanie at gmail.com. Um, I'm not in my usual environs. I'm in my husband's room, and the last time I fell, I knocked some of the stuff down off the walls. Um, okay. The things that two things that the guides wanted me to talk about today were how to deal with toxic people, and also disappointments. Okay, we all have disappointments sometimes. I just had one, not a big deal. Sometimes they're really big deals, and we spend months grieving. This one was just that because I knew the person who was jurying the show, and I knew that he was honest. And that's a big deal to me. I can't stand dealing with liars and phonies, and there are lots of them, you know, you know. Um, but uh, he's honest, and so I thought, okay, I'll send in some of the stuff because I really like it. The stuff I've been doing lately, I really like drawings. Um, he kicked them out, didn't like them. I think you do. I mean, um, it's life. So how do I handle it? What I learned is that I leave about 3 days, maybe four, to be upset about it. And then it's time to say, screw that, that's enough. Um, Not that you can automatically do what you'd like to do or feel the way you'd like to, because we're not really in charge. Um, when the feelings of disappointment come up, I try to just go on and not continue the craziness. Mr. Guys. All right, okay, done. And keep on. Another thing that's good is if you have people who do like, who, in my case, who do like my work. It happened that I told um, someone where a lot of my work is, and she really loved it, which helped me too. My work is at Flickr, FLICKR. I think it's Flickr, FLICKR.com. Slash photos slash painter Jane, PAINTERJAYNE. That's it, one E. Um, and I have a lot of work on there. I left out the erotic stuff because um, because there are kids who look at it, and also I think I had a problem with somebody at some point. Well, one person one time was insisting that I painted her husband with, I don't know, with a red tail or some crazy shit. People are nuts. I think you have to know that. You may feel like you're nuts, and maybe you are, but in this world, you're sure as hell not unusual because people are not looking at you. They usually do not know that you're nuts, and they don't care what you do. Um, you can make a big mistake. You can forget to pull up your zipper or um, forget your hat and your hair's all like this and all kinds of stuff that's important to you. They don't care. They're not going to notice. Do you think they all notice that my hair is purple? No. Mm-mm. A lot do because it's kind of weird, an old lady, and sometimes it's darker. Depends. Um, Depends on what I've done. Hello, 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 and thank you for saying hello. But the truth is, people don't care and they don't notice. You could be talking your heart out, stuff that's really important to you, and they're not listening. They're only thinking about how they're going to answer you. So talk if you want, get it out, and understand that you might not get any kind of answer that you want because that's how people are. They're Most people are, what's the word? Oh no, 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 no. We'll turn this down. Most people are very narcissistic, and even if they're not, they're floating in their own world, and they're disconnected from what's happening minute to minute. Um, Not everybody pays attention to the Dalai Lama, which would be a good thing, wouldn't it, if they did? But they don't. And even if they do, they don't really know what he's talking about. So you just understand that. Um, what what they wanted me to say, meaning my guides, and I was want to say my guides and monsters, and it's not. It's really not. I mean, I saw the whole corner of the moon of the room light up when an angel came. I mean, it's not normal that there was no light. I don't think there was any light on at all. Anyway, um, what I started to do, only because we have this giant group of spirits that are our family on the other side. And when we go there, we've got these thousands of people, 1,000, I don't know how much they are, a lot of people. And we also interact with people from other families. Okay, well, a lot of times the people that we argue with, who we feel are, oh my God, they're so toxic, they're in our family. And maybe we agreed with them that they would be annoying, you know what? And maybe we didn't. I don't know. But if they're in my family and I'm going to have to see those people later, what I started to do was imagine the, the idiots with a big smile on their face coming toward me. Hi, Jane. Hi, how are you? Boy, I look like old. I look old, old, old. But anyway, I'm old, old, old. So, um, it's it works. Now, it's not fabulous. It doesn't stop the hate and fear and all the other feelings you feel toward these people, but it does start to help. Um, don't forget to look at yourself and tell yourself how wonderful, as much wonderful stuff as you can tell yourself, and try not to tell yourself what an idiot you are if you make a mistake, anything like that. Understand and tell yourself, oh, all right, that was a mistake, but really, it happens. We do make mistakes. All right, I like we're human, and that we can't control everything, and we don't know everything. And the more you know that you don't know. So that's one thing. Um, and disappointments, you really give yourself the opportunity to talk about it to people. And if you feel that you had any part in that, if you're blaming yourself, start thinking if you really earned that blame. Because an awful lot of times we blame ourselves for, like, I had a lot of miscarriages. Um, I have two grown kids and wonderful granddaughters. Um, I never blamed myself for the miscarriages. I thank God I didn't, but I know people do. They do. They think, oh, because I walked or I jumped or I ran or I ate this or didn't eat this, you know what I mean, or got aggravated. Don't do that to yourself. You you are in charge of yourself. You're the one who has who judges yourself. You are always going to be your harshest judge, and it's really important that you be nice to yourself. Try to be as considerate of yourself as you can be. Think of how would you treat your best friend, someone you really loved. How would you treat that person if that person just had whatever it is that happened to you? Would you beat them up emotionally? And if the answer is no, then don't do it to yourself either. Um, I think I've gotten to the end of this. I don't want to stay on this long. I just lose people. And I think really that's it. Today's been a hard day. And just this. Uh, Pretty soon I'm going to color this here a little darker. So it'll be more purple. Maybe I'll put some makeup on. It'd be nice if I could just like, not likely. Okay. Feel good. Have a good night. And if I can, I will come on tomorrow with one of these. Oh, I do want to change the name of my show. If you have any ideas, please tell me. I would really love to hear what you have to say. And I don't know how to get to your chat messages while you're on here. And that's terrible. I really want to know. But YouTube just doesn't let me see them. Okay. So let me know if you have a good title. I want to say something about um, you are the judge, or you judge yourself, because that's turning out to be really my message. Okay, let me know. Um, Here I go trying to undo this, turn it off. Oh, hey, it's